What is up, fam, and welcome back to Carnival Freak Show. This is, of course, the Hatchet Talks podcast. I know I had mentioned that I didn't want to do one of these unless there was a lot of information to talk about, like a lot of things, but there are some major things to talk about here, and we're going to jump right into this. It was just announced the other day, I think it was the same day that my video for the Slaughter review went up for Young Wicked, that Young Wicked has officially signed with Magic Ninja Entertainment, and he also released a new EP, debut EP, under Magic Ninja Entertainment titled Vengeance. It's actually a pretty decent EP, and I've already ordered it. I have it on the way along with my pre-order. I also pre-ordered Twisted's Continuous Evolution of Life's Questions. And so with that being said, there were a couple of shots fired between ICP and Twisted specifically. I'm going to see if I can pull up the tweets so that I can quote these exactly as they were without misquoting. So first we're going to go to see what ICP had to say on their Twitter. And then we will go to Twisted and check out Twisted's response, or so everybody is assuming Twisted's response. And there's way more to this than what's going on here. So as soon as I read these off, there's more to come on this. So let me see. As soon as I can find it, I will read it off for you. Here it is, right here. Ha ha ha, dizam. Imitation is the best form of flattery. However, a snake can't hide himself, even in a ninja suit. Which everybody was assuming was a direct response to, or like a direct diss to Young Wicked. Let me try that in English. Mostly due to the fact that it was posted up just shortly after the announcement was made that Young Wicked had signed to Magic Ninja Entertainment. And then Twisted fired back with, I'm going to see if I can find their rebuttal, or so people say is their rebuttal. You just have to give me a second to try to find it. I should have had this all loaded up and ready to go beforehand. And I also know that a couple of people have already touched base on this stuff, but unfortunately I was at work, so I couldn't get, I was literally at work while all this was going on, so I could not even post up anything until I got home. Everything was literally going on while I was at work. Alright, don't mind me, I'm just trying to see if I can find it. Twisted posts a lot of shit on Twitter, though. No joke. There's a lot of shit on Twisted's Twitter. I know it was something along the lines of talk shit, say a name, or some shit like that. It was along the lines of that. Just to find it is the problem. This is actually more of a pain in the ass to find than I thought it was going to be. Alright. I do believe I'm definitely close. So, looking. Well, this is actually really difficult to find this. They post a lot of shit on Twitter, guys. I deeply apologize for this. Here it is. Shit talk, say a name, big talk. That's what it was. Which people think is a direct response to what ICP said about the signing of Young Wicked. So, there it is. Alright, so that's that. Now we move on to the Juggalo March. As everybody knows, this whole Juggalo March thing has been going on for a while. ICP has been sending out invites. Alright, so now we get to, I had just looked at it earlier today, and Twisted was on the list of artists that had accepted the invitation to be a part of the Juggalo March. It was on the website earlier today. Now, with that being said, just a couple hours ago, Twisted posted on Facebook that Magic Ninja Entertainment artists, Twisted, Blaze, the ROC, Gorilla Voltage, Lex the Hexmaster, Gmo Ski, Young Wicked, if I forgot anybody I apologize, will not be attending the Juggalo March or doing the free concert in September. See you at Juggalo Day, though. That was Twisted's post earlier today on Facebook, in which ICP posted something in response to that on Twitter, And again, I'm going to open up Twitter. This one will be easy to find because they literally just posted it. Tune into hatchetradio.com at 8 p.m. tomorrow night to hear Psychopathic's response to Eminem's recent decline of the Juggalo March. So, there's some shit brewing here, guys. So, I don't remember who said it, but it was a comment in response to, I think, Twisted's declining of the Juggalo March. Somebody made a perfect reference to what this reminds people of, and it is very, very similar to old school WWF versus WCW, back when a whole bunch of WWF wrestlers were leaving the WWF and signing with the WCW, and that is exactly what this feels like. And then on Carnival Spirits, they just did a live show that just ended not too long ago. Somebody also referenced it to being similar to the NWO Black and White versus the NWO Wolfpack. And again, I can kind of see that being a thing too. This whole fucking thing is just gone completely AWOL. So I'm going to give my thoughts on this. And we don't know what's going on behind closed doors at Psychopathic or Magic Ninja. I just only pray that the recent change of heart, if you want to call it that, by Twisted to not take place in the Juggalo March doesn't have anything to do with the recent issues with them signing Young Wicked, because honestly I feel that would be a bit childish. Honestly, I think this whole thing is childish. It's literally the dumbest shit on the planet for these two groups, ICP and Twisted, that are known all around the world, loved by thousands and thousands of people. These two groups are huge inspirations for a lot of people, whether some want to admit it or not. They are. I think it is extremely childish for these two so-called best friends at one point in time to clash like this and butt heads like this. It is really, really just, it's like high school drama all over again. And it's really depressing because it's not the artists that are getting affected by this at this point. It's the juggalos, honestly, because it's literally like watching your dad and your mother fight each other, and you're like the child who has to sit there and watch. That's pretty much what this is like. It's pretty much like watching your mother and your father fighting, and you're the child who has to sit there and take it. That's exactly what it feels like. It's like dad is Psychopathic, mom is Magic Ninja, and they're clashing with each other. And nobody wants to see it, but it's happening. And it's childish, and it's really, really dumb. But that's neither here nor there. There is one thing I want to touch base on, though, and it's from The Gathering. It was during a Twisted seminar back in, I believe it was 2012, where Twisted was talking about how they couldn't understand where the separation came in between juggalos, how some juggalos and other juggalos can't seem to mix. And it's kind of funny to me that they would make a comment like that back in 2012, and now here we are, 2017, even though this has been going on for about a year or so now, pretty much not right after Twisted left Psychopathic, but shortly thereafter, especially when they started signing old Psychopathic artists to Magic Ninja Entertainment is when this all started happening. Twisted is literally making their statements from 2012 about not understanding where the separation came from and why they can't mix. That's literally what's going on now. There are people that are fighting over, oh, ICP is better, Twisted is better, oh, I'm down with the clown till I'm dead in the ground, yo, I'm a Twisted serial killing juggalo till the day I die, or what have you. And then there are the few that are like, man, I don't fucking care. It's music. I love the music. I'm going to listen to either one regardless, which is honestly how it should be, but not every single one is looking at it in that perspective. So that's literally their comments from 2012 coming to life here in 2017, to where people are like stuck between, do I go with Psychopathic and ICP, or do I go with Twisted and Magic Ninja? What the fuck do I do? And it's boggling my mind to think that either artist want that separation from the fans. Not saying, again, We don't exactly know what's going on behind closed doors, so I can't really blame either one because of that fact. But just from looking at it from the outside, looking in, it's not good for business. It's not good for the fans. And again, as I said earlier, it hurts the fans, I think, more than it does the artists. Excuse me, because you're at that point where now the fans are starting to battle each other and are starting to like yell at each other, whether it's this person saying, yo man, you're a dumbass if you think Twisted's better than ICP, or on the other end you got, man, you're stupid if you think Twisted is better than ICP. If you think ICP's better than Twisted, you're stupid. Or then you've got the, man, all you are stupid as fuck for arguing over two artists. Just listen to the music and shut the fuck up. It's a battle going on right now between the fans. There's the separation ICP fans, the separation Twisted fans, and then the separation of people who just say, fuck it, listen to the music and enjoy it. So I don't know like how to even, pretty much like I said earlier, is literally the best way to describe it. Mom and dad are fighting and the child's watching is literally what it boils down to. And again, I really, really hope that this whole, oh, we're not going to be part of the Juggalo March anymore, is not solely based on the recent incident with them signing Young Wicked to Magic Ninja Entertainment. Because legit, earlier today, because Faggot Lovers Haven had posted up a status, I think it was today, either today or yesterday, about the recent update on JuggaloMarch.com and how it was showing recent artists that had accepted and or declined the offer to attend the Juggalo March. The only ones that were on the decline list at that time were the ROC, Killa C, and there was one other one I want to say. I don't remember who though, but definitely the ROC was on that list, and so was Killa C. There was one other one that was on that list, but I can't remember who for the life of me. But Faggot Lovers had posted the accepted list, and Twisted wasn't on the accepted list when Faggot Lovers had posted it. But if you had read into the comments, everybody was saying, yo, where the fuck is Twisted? They're on the accepted list on JuggaloMarch.com. Where the fuck are they on this list? You guys really need to get your shit straight or something like that. And I had checked JuggaloMarch.com earlier today while I was at work. I gave it a look at. And sure enough, in the accepted list, Twisted was in there along with all the other artists that Faggot Lovers had posted up. I think it was Twisted was on there. Obviously ICP, ABK, Big Hoodoo, Blase Rose. Who else was in there? I think I'm trying to think off the top of my head and I can't. But obviously all Psychopathic was on there, and then Twisted was on there. And then all of a sudden Twisted came out with that Facebook post, M&E will not be attending the Juggalo March. And then their names were removed from the accepted list to the declined list. And then we had that tweet from ICP, tune in to psychopathicradio.com at 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night to hear our response to the recent M&E declining of attending the Juggalo March. Mom and dad are fighting and the kid is watching. That's like literally bottom line what it is. Mom and dad are fighting and the kid is watching. So with that being said, I want to get away from that now, because that's just like, I could be here all night just talking about how ridiculous this is, and how I really hope to God that this is either a freaking like big old joke from everybody at Magic Ninja and Psychopathic, like a hey, let's pretend to fight and we'll give ourselves more attention. It'll be dumb, but it's working if that's what it is. I'm really hoping that's what it is, because again, nobody wants to see them fight each other. Nobody wants to see it, because then, again, like they said in 2012, the separation comes in. Anyway, away from that, I do want to touch base on one other little bit of stale news before I wrap this up, because I want to edit this and get this up before the night's over. There's a wrestling show on YouTube. I'll post a link in the description below. And it's called ESW, aka Extreme Showdown Wrestling. And they have been on YouTube for, I'm looking at it right now, so give me a second while I pull this up. They have been on YouTube since 2013, March 17th of 2013 to be exact. And I have been watching them probably since about 2014, maybe very, very early 2015. It's been about 2 or 3 years since I started watching these guys. And they do very, very extreme backyard wrestling. It's calmed down a little bit now. It's not as like insane backyard wrestling as it was back in the day. They've dimmed it down a little bit, but it's still fun to watch. So if you have a chance, go on over to ESW and watch them. But from what I had just recently found out a couple of days ago, I posted a status about it on Facebook, is that one of the ESW wrestlers, a favorite of mine actually, his name is Wicked J, had tragically died back in, I want to say, April of 2016 of a trash compacting accident while he was at work. I guess he worked for a trash compacting company, and he tragically died in a trash compacting accident. They didn't really give any other, like, details about it, just that he had died tragically in a trash compacting accident. You can only pretty much speculate and assume how that happened from there. And I just want to send my condolences, even though I'm late, and I do apologize. Send my condolences to friends and family of Wicked J of ESW. Real name was Ben Gazra, Benjamin Gazra. And it really is shitty because, like, I didn't see anything about it on Fega Lovers. I didn't see anything about it posted up anywhere until just a couple of days ago when I was like, I wonder what ESW is up to, because I'll do that with a lot of the YouTubers that I watch. I'll, like, set them aside for a little bit so that they have time to, like, post up some videos so that when I go back to watch them again, I have a lot of content to watch instead of, like, watching every single time they post up a video and then I have to wait for them to post up another video. Because for certain channels, not like Jack and Mark and Pewds and the big guys who post like 1 or 2 videos daily, but for guys that only post like maybe a video a week or a video every 2 weeks or some shit like that, I'll leave them back for at least a couple of weeks to a couple of months even, so that when I go back to watch them again, there's several videos for me to watch instead of just 1 or 2 and then having to wait either 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month before they post up another one. And that's what I did with ESW, and sure enough, the first thing I came across was the Wicked J tribute event. So, yeah, that was not very nice to know about at all. So, like I said, not a lot of info on this podcast, but some really, really big news. So, what happens from here with Psychopathic and Magic Ninja, I guess we'll find out tomorrow when ICP gives their response on psychopathicradio.com. And I guess we'll find out from here where this goes. Right now, Juggalo Day is looking very grim. Even though Twisted did say, see it, Juggalo Day, it makes me wonder, like, will they actually be able to just, like, sweep this aside like it never happened? Or is there something bigger going on here? But anyway, I'm going to end this here before this goes on for too long. I'm already at about the 20-minute mark. So thank you all for joining. Sorry for the stale-ass news, but, you know, I got to cover it all. And again, my condolences to the friends and family of Ben Gazra, a.k.a. Wicked J. Rest peacefully in Shangri-La. Hope you do, at least. And I'll see you all next time. Peace, fam.